Well, hello guys. So in this video, I thought I would share with you how I am physically and mentally preparing to hike the PCT. Now, I know that there are a lot of opinions and strategies, if you will, to how to physically and mentally prepare to do a thru hike. And just so that you know, I have never thru hiked before. So this is my first thru hike. So I don't have personal experience with long distance trails. I have read a lot, watched a lot of videos, really researched. And so I'm just going to share with you what I'm doing. I don't know if it'll help. I hope that it will. So yeah, that's why I'm making this video today. So first, physically preparing. Obviously, this is a huge part of getting ready to hike 2,650 miles. And I'm just going to share with you what I have been doing. I live in West Virginia, and honestly, November and December, I did not get out much. Just busy with life, holidays. Just did not have time to get out as much as I would have liked. January, we were hit with a couple big winter storms. We got ice in the first part of January, and then we got a pretty good snowstorm after that. Then we got the Arctic blast that came in, so we had 0 degree, even below 0 degree temperatures. So again, I did not get out as much as I would have liked. I spent the majority of my time filming cooking videos. Just so that you know a little bit about me, I do have a cooking YouTube channel that I've had since 2019, which I'm hoping with my cooking channel and this channel, my hiking and travel channel, those two channels combined, I'm really hoping that that's going to support me financially while I am out on trail. But I am filming and scheduling out all of my cooking videos so that while I'm gone, I will still consistently have cooking videos that will come out. So I have been really busy doing that. The weather is getting a little bit nicer right now, so I have increased my activity. Been walking more. Actually, I'm out hiking today, which is the first hike I have done in a while, but I'm fully loaded. My pack is fully loaded. I've got to try to get out more with my full pack. But another thing that I have done is I have a friend from church. She is a physical therapist, and I started meeting with her, I think it was in December. And she gave me like a full body assessment. I went over all of my problem areas, so to speak. Like I've had issues in the past with my IT band, plantar fasciitis, lower back pain. So she has given me a lot of exercises to strengthen all those areas, which I have been doing. So I may not have been out walking and hiking, but I have been doing my exercises. And I will say that I have seen some improvement. So I have been doing that. She has also graciously accepted, like, I don't really know how to say it, like my personal physical therapist. Like if I'm out on trail and I need some suggestions or advice, I can reach out to her. So that is huge, and I'm very, very thankful for her. And I will say that I have been a little bit intimidated when I see other people's posts about all the training they're doing and hiking 10 miles a day, and you know, these trails at elevations of 6, 7, 8,000 feet. We don't have anything like that in West Virginia, not that much elevation. So it can be a little intimidating, but I just don't focus on that. I will be hiking with my sister, and our approach is we just want to go and try it. We want to just do the best that we can, prepare as much as we possibly can, and just give it our very best shot. And so that's what we're doing. I'm not going to get hung up on what everyone else is doing. I'm just going to do the best that I can. And I just thought of something else that I want to mention as far as the physical part. You know, I've mentioned that I will be hiking this with my sister. And I'm not in, well, we're not in our 20s. We're older hikers. So we are going to start slow and kind of build ourselves up to more mileage. That's kind of our strategy, I guess you would say. We're going to start low mileage and work our way up to higher mileage days. And listen to our body, take breaks when needed, and things like that. That's pretty much all I have done physically. I'm getting ready to go up a hill climb, so I'm going to touch on the mental preparation, the mental aspect, once I get to the top of this mountain. Yeah. All right, so the mental preparation. And I think this is something that is lacking as far as discussion wise. It's not talked about an awful lot. And I really believe that the mental aspect is a huge component of your success or failure hiking a long distance hike like the Pacific Crest Trail. How do I want to say this? Like, for me personally, everything that I do, just getting there is an accomplishment. Whether I hike 50, 100, 500, 2,000 miles, or 2,650. That is a success. I don't want to look at if I have to get off the trail for any particular reason, and there are many that take people off the trail. I don't want to look at that as a failure. So that's kind of where I am mentally. I have also read the book Pacific Crest Trials, which is psychological and emotional guide to through hiking. And I highly recommend it. It has been very good. One of the things that it recommends is to know your why. Like, why are you hiking the PCT or the AT or the CDT or whatever? In the book, it says to actually write it out. And so that when you have a bad day, you can reflect back on to your why am I doing this? So my whys, I thought I would just share with you. Why am I hiking the PCT? Okay, so my first why. I watched Dixie from Homemade Wanderlust hike the PCT in 2017, I believe. And that was actually the first, that was actually the first time I'd ever even heard of the PCT. I had never heard of it before. Like I said, I live in West Virginia. I'm very familiar with the Appalachian Trail. I've hiked sections of the Appalachian Trail. Never through hiked it, but I have hiked sections of it. But I was just really inspired by her. And she said something. She's actually said a couple things. But one thing in particular that really stuck out to me was there are two kinds of people. There are people who sit and think of all the things that they would really love to do, and they never do it for whatever reason. Fear. I mean, there's lots of reasons people don't do what they would like to do. Then there's the people who think of all the things that they would like to do, and they go and do it. And that is the person that I would like to be. I want to hike the PCT, so I'm going for it. I am drawn to the adventure of it, the challenge of it, and I also want to just see what I'm capable of. You know, it is a huge undertaking. I mean, it's a huge thing. So I want to see what I'm capable of, because I know that we're capable of doing a lot more than what we think. And I don't want to let fear rule my life. I don't want to let fear keep me from getting out and doing the things that I love or that I want to do. And also, I really want to see the beautiful landscape that the PCT offers. Like I said, I've done sections of the AT many times, and it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I love the Appalachian Mountains. I love my state, but I've seen that all my life. I want to see the variety of terrain. I want to see the desert section. I want to see the high Sierras, the snow passes, northern California, Oregon, the Cascades in Washington. I want to experience that, and I want to see it. It's all part of God's beautiful creation, and I enjoy that. I enjoy being in nature, outdoors. So that is my why. Another thing that the book recommends, which I do think is very important, is to tell as many people as you can. Tell everybody. And I have done that. And I think it's important because, one, it holds you accountable. And then the second thing is, I think you will gain a lot more support that way. Now, I say that knowing that I have experienced myself people's skepticism, telling me I'm crazy. Why in the world do you want to do this? Other people's fear. So I have experienced that. But if you base everything you do from somebody else's opinion or somebody else's fear, I mean, you would never do anything. So I try not to pay attention to that. And it can be a challenge. It can definitely be a challenge. Because I battle my own what ifs and fear and doubt and anxiety. But I have also gained a lot of support by telling other people. And when someone shows interest in what I'm doing, that means the world to me. They really truly don't know how much it means just to have interest in it. because most people do not. And I understand that. Now, for me personally, I am a Christian, and my faith is very important to me. So I do spend a lot of time in prayer, seeking God's guidance, strength, and when I battle those fears and the worry and all that, and it is a constant battle, I just have to admit, I can stop what I'm doing and pray and ask the Lord to help me through it. And there are definitely moments when I have a peace about it, about hiking this, about setting off on the other side of the country. And I have a peace knowing that God will be with me. So that is, for me personally, I draw strength from that. Now, I do have a hiking partner. I will not be going alone. I'm going to be hiking with my sister. So that is a blessing as well, because we will have each other. And another thing that we have done is we created a Facebook group page. It's a private page where we posted, like, in our public page, just announcing what we were doing, and that if anybody was interested to follow along on our journey, we would send them an invite to our private page. And that is where we will post pictures and current updates, and we will also be posting our prayer needs along the way, which I'm sure there will be many. And we have gained a lot of support that way as well. And of course, I will be vlogging our journey on YouTube here on this channel. My goal is to do that daily. We will be delayed in posting the videos. They'll be delayed. They won't be current, like where we're at currently. But that's just to give myself enough time to get them edited and uploaded and scheduled out and all that stuff. But that's also very, well, it's a good way to get support from complete strangers, actually, who are following along and giving us encouragement. We've already seen that just from our announcement video and our gear videos. So just knowing that there's people out there rooting for you and praying for you and watching and following along on your journey is a huge deal. It really, truly is. So those are the things that we're doing. That's just going to help us, I think, mentally. So another thing that I try to think about and prepare myself is like homesickness, for example. I think the longest I've been away from my husband is 2 weeks. And, we have been married for it'll be 32 years. And he's my best friend. He's the biggest support that I have. And it is going to be difficult to be away from him. And away from my family, my kids, my grandkids, my mom. She'll be turning 80. We have a pretty close family, and it's difficult feeling like you're missing events and things that are going on at home. But I'm trying to prepare myself for that, and my plan is just to stay as connected as I possibly can. Gosh, it's really windy. Obviously, when I get to town and I have cell service, I'll be making phone calls, FaceTime, things like that. When I am out on trail and I don't have service, I have my Garmin and I can send messages, like made it to camp and things like that. And so that my family will see that. But a new thing is with the iPhone. I think it's when you update to the 18 iOS or whatever that's called. It offers satellite messaging, and I have tried it, and it does work. And that is a really nice thing to have, and that's relatively new. Basically, when I'm out on trail and I don't have cell service, I can, like if I'm going to text somebody, it'll pop up searching for satellite, and then once it connects to a satellite, it turns green, and then you're able to send and receive text messages. So I'm planning on using that just to be able to communicate. I think is really, really going to be important. So yeah, that is our plan for being homesick, I guess you would say. Another thing that the book talks about is preparing for the bad day. There's a common phrase among through hiking that you never quit on a bad day. And I know that there are going to be bad days because, I mean, it's life. I mean, life can be difficult and there could be challenges. And expecting that and knowing that and being prepared for that. There's going to be days where I'm cold. There's going to be days where I'm wet. I'm hungry. My gear may fail. I'm sure I'm going to have aches and pains. I may have to deal with an injury to overcome. There's lots of things that could really make me have a bad day and question myself. You know, why am I out here? Why am I doing this? Why am I putting myself through this? But remembering my why, I think, is important. And just seeking the Lord in those times, for me personally, I think will help me to get through it. That's pretty much all I have in this video. I just wanted to share that with you just because I haven't really found a lot of people talking about it. There's not a lot of videos about it. So I just wanted to touch on that. I hope that it has been helpful in some way, or maybe just it's a way to get to know me a little bit better, maybe. I hope that you will follow along on our journey. And yeah, thank you for watching. And I do have a couple more videos I have in mind to do before we leave, but it's coming up quick and we're getting excited. So see you soon.